Next up, we have Space Island Full Song 3.4.2 from the My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire soundtrack. My understanding is this official. Once again, everybody, this is a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician, a composer, and my objective here is to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what is happening here, musically. So, if you like the sound of that, make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use, like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, if we somehow reach 10,000 subscribers before Christmas 2025, I can't believe it's actually a possibility, so if it actually happens, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, whatever y'all want, anything y'all want, and one of them, and I will fully produce an audiobook. I will voice act it and everything. I'll make it happen. We have to do this legit, though. It has to be done through honest means. So, no botting, no account duping, none of that nonsense. Go share the videos, go bring people into the community, use the hype function on YouTube. I don't know how it works, but we have a Discord channel where they know how to do it. So do that, and if it happens, then it happens. And if you're a member, you get early access to the content. Members get early access. So I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you are a paid member on YouTube, you get access to all of the videos for the week. At least the LFAs. That's been what I've been doing. So yeah, doesn't matter if, yeah, you get access to all of them, so consider becoming a member today. And yes, disclaimers. Number one, this is my first time listening to this ever, so I will be pausing a lot and I will be speaking a lot, as I will be pointing things out and explaining things as I hear them or as I realize them. So if you come to my comments complaining that I'm pausing and I'm speaking, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. I've done it, I'll do it, and I'll do it again. And second, this is recorded live on stream on a single take. I just stumbled upon my words. It will happen again. I will do it again. Whatever happens, happens. With that being said, let's do this. Let's do this. I don't know if 2025 is going faster. That's time, gradually and then suddenly. All right, let's do this. Space Island. Let's go. Okay, we start with a couple of very, very cool layers. I like this. We start with what sounds to be tribal drums, giving us our initial beat. We also have a synth giving us a doubling of these. Doubling is when you have more than one instrument playing the same thing. And it's kind of like a bass synth, so we're kind of getting a bass out of that. And then we have another one giving us a vocal sample with our motif. Motif being the smallest version of your musical idea, the seed, the essence from which everything else comes from. In this case, we're developing it into a melody. Solid start for something like this. And again, the charm of My Singing Monsters, right? So let's see where this goes. Carlton, welcome today. How you doing? And we get one of my favorite things about My Singing Monsters. I still haven't played the game, but I just love this about the soundtrack, about the music. The monster sounds. Whoom, kachoom, whoom, kachoom. Like, these are badly made. These are done badly on purpose to be able to keep it innocent and charming. It's one of those things that I just love it. It gives it such a wholesome charm to this. Because once again, if you wanted to do like a tribal sound of this kind of thing, hoo, kachu, hoo, kachu, you layer that like 17 times and you get this monstrous sounding tribe. And that's not what we're getting. That's not what we're getting. We're not getting the barks of a tribe going to war. We are getting a monster, a singing monster that is just absolutely charming in that sense. And I always thought that MSM was a little confusing, a little bit, but I like that about it. It's one of those things that just embraces its own nonsense, and it just gives it such a nice charm to it. I really like that, and I really respect that about this game. Let's see where it goes. Okay, so we bring in what sounds like a theremin. It could be a theremin, it could be just another synth. We get some more vocals giving us a variation of the melody. So a theremin, one of the most fascinating instruments in existence. It's this machine over here, and you don't actually touch it. You know, I think this one was made by the Soviets, I believe, and basically the way it works is that one side over here controls one part of it and the other one controls the other, and they are basically emitting some sort of signal that whenever you interrupt it by placing a physical object through it, it creates a sound. Usually the theremin is used for spooky melodies. Like, it's not something that sounds scary. Like, there's a difference between spooky and horror. Horror is meant to instill, well, horror, fear, and that is usually something you're gonna achieve with like subsonics or stuff like that. Theremin is very much used to be like, ooh, this is spooky. Very, very cool instrument, and I think that's what we got going on over here. Let's see where it goes. Yeah, it's a synth that sounds a little bit like that. We also have a violin giving us arpeggios of the chords that we're getting. Arpeggios being when you play a chord one note at a time. And we still have the same drums, I believe. We're still having the same drums. And we're just adding layers. Let's see where it goes. We bring in the melody with another doubled layer. I like this. This sounds... It might be because of the layers that we have, but it's both a synth with a sample of the melody, but it also sounds like being sound by some sort of alien creature. It could just be the way that I'm hearing. It could be that it's because the last song of the day and I'm hallucinating, but I don't know. Still very lovely, very charming in general. I love this. Let's see where it goes. Repetition. Very nice. With a slight variation at the end. Variation of the melody. So this, what we heard right now, is what we call sequencing. It's a way of doing, from the previous video. So when it comes to music, you have three elements: melody, harmony, and rhythm. When it comes to melody, we engage in something called counterpoint. Counterpoint is usually when you have more than one melody. But counterpoint is also the development of melodies, how they are, how they develop, and everything. And one way you can develop melodies is with something called sequencing. So, sequencing is when you take usually a motif. In this case, we have something like this, right? And Royal, thank you for hanging out. Have a good one. And you take that, and sequencing means that you're going to repeat it, but you're not going to play it from the exact same point on the scale. You're going to play it somewhere else. In this case, we are bringing it downwards, and we are bringing it downwards, and so on. Sequencing can be done, like, there are so many ways that you can develop a simple motif. If you want to see the best, historically speaking, the best development of a motif ever, listen to the Fifth Symphony by Ludwig von Beethoven. Considered to be the best symphony ever written. It's got a very short motif. Ba-ba-ba-bum. That's it. That's the motif. He made 45 minutes of music based out of that. And it's insane. It's insane the way he develops it. It's one of humanity's greatest gifts. Like, if you were to ask me some of the greatest compositions ever, the Fifth Symphony, I personally would say the Saint Matthew Passion by J.S. Bach. Then, because I'm biased, I would say the Requiem by Wolfgang Amadeus Mozart. It's unfinished though, but it's still very, very lovely. Actually, there's three monsters playing. There you go. So good to know. Good to know. But yeah, these three, very different in many ways, and some of the best compositions ever made. Like, the Requiem is one of my favorite compositions of all time. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. Let's continue here. So yeah, we have at least 3 layers doing the melodies over here. Let's see where it goes. Sequenced. Back we go to this melody, the theremin melody over here. I'm just going to call it for the sake of simplicity because I don't know the actual instrumentations. I'm just going to call it what I think it kind of sounds like. And now we are doing a variation where we're having other vocal samples giving us a complementary rhythm to the drums. Ba 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Very, very lovely. An oboe and a vocal and a tuba playing in the same melody. Okay, there you go. So there you go. All right, Scene, thank you for hanging out. Have a good one. Repeat that. We get the hookah-choo again. I love it. With the violin and everything. And off the ramp we go. Off the ramp being a colloquial term that I use. Colloquial, by that I mean that there is no official academic term for this, or at least I'm not using it for the sake of simplicity. Off the ramp is what I call a transition. And this can be as short as a couple of beats or a single beat. It can be as long as an entire section. And the point of this is to make the listener feel suspended up in the air at the mercy of inertia, waiting to see where you land. How do you do that? Remove the drums. In this case, the drums were very, very subtle. They were pretty much kind of obfuscated in the background, but they were there, and we removed them here to give this, oboe, vocals, and tuba version of this melody, and no drums. And that off the ramp. Let's see where this goes. With that violin. The same. Oh, nice. Nice, Rumble, nice. Alright, we go back to this one. 1-2-1 repetition. So, now that we've gone back to this one, this is what we call recapitulation. Recapitulation just means you are repeating something that you've done previously, but now we have the added context of what has happened. It could be a 1-to-1 recapitulation. It could be that we have some variation. Let me hear a bit more. Yeah, we got a variation of that extra vocal layer. Wow, wow. Oh, we bring in this other version. And I like that we're doing this quasi-call and response between the sections over here. So call and response is you have one musical part doing one thing. Whenever that stops, the next one starts. Back and forth, call, response. And it sounds like we're doing this with entire melodies, because we have 2 main melodies going on over here. One of them being the one we just heard, and the one that we're starting to hear right now. And it sounds like we're going back and forth between those two in a very lovely way. And every time it's slightly different. Like, there's always some sort of difference between the two, which I like. Because once again, when you're making music, you want a careful balance between what is familiar and what is new. Too much familiarity, too much repetition, too much of the same thing, and you risk boring the listener, they tune out. Too much new material too quickly, you risk overwhelming the listener, they tune out. So what is a good way of repeating your material while keeping it fresh? You make small variations and you make small differences between them, adding sometimes very subtle elements to it that can have huge ramifications. Let's see where this goes. Complete contrast. We bring the drums all the way forward. We include a bass and a snare now to this whole thing, and we have this other vocal, sounds like a vocal box, vocaloid, not vocaloid, vocal box thing. Let's see where it goes. The vocalist? I don't know. I don't remember the. And we have the accompaniment that we had before in another instrument doing the arpeggiation. We've gone from the violin to this other synth. I can't quite put my finger on what instrument it is exactly, but then again, sometimes we get a lot of altered sounds here. Let's see. But I think this might be our outro. Let me see. How are you gonna end it? I think this is gonna loop. Let's see. Yeah, I think this loops. Okay, so chances are that this is gameplay. My understanding is that this would then loop in different ways. So there you go. There you go. So yeah, we have this outro and then it kind of cuts off. I guess this continues going on the game, and this is just a sample of this. Like, this is a sample of what you can expect. It's a synth bass, the little dino guy on the bottom right. Okay, there you go. And there you go. There you go. Man, I love these. These are fun. These are fun. There you go. That was Space Island, the full song 3.4.2 from the My Singing Monsters Dawn of Fire soundtrack. Once again, everybody, this has been a Basterd's LFA, a layman-friendly analysis. I'm a professionally trained musician and composer, and my objective here has been to explain things in a way so that you don't have to be one to understand what's happened here musically. So, if you're watching this on the YouTube video archive thing, thank you for watching. Make sure you're following the channel, subscribe to the channel, whatever term you want to use. Like the video, share the video, leave a comment, turn on notifications, become a member. Once again, I can't believe this is even a possibility in general. That is a real possibility. Thank you so much, everybody, in general, for just being here. If we somehow make it to 10,000 subscribers on YouTube before Christmas 2025, I will take a single fan fiction of the choice of the community, whatever you all want, and I will fully record a audiobook for it. I'll record it, produce it, make a all the voice acting, everything of your choice. We have to do this legit, though. It has to be done honestly. So no account duping, no botting, no buying, nothing like that. Just sharing the videos, bringing the people to the community, doing the hype feature in YouTube. I don't know how it works, but we have a channel in the Discord where people are coordinating for that, so consider that. Yes, and if you're a member, you get early access to the content. So I schedule the videos for the week on Saturdays, and if you're a paid member on YouTube, regardless of your tier, you get access to the videos when I schedule them. So consider becoming a member today. If you want to listen to this without me interrupting every 3.5 seconds, I will be linking it in the description down below. If you want to request a song and you're not on the live stream, go to the Discord server, link down below. Go to the LFA requests channel and follow the instructions on the pinned message. And if you want to catch the streams when they happen live, we aim for Monday through Friday, 6 p.m. Central European Time. If you're not in Europe, we have the full up-to-date streaming schedule showing in your local time zone in Discord and Twitch. So if you are in, I don't know, Alberta again, and you're like, oh, but I don't know where 6 p.m. is in Hungary, no worries. It's in the Discord and the Twitch. It shows your local time zone, so you don't have to worry about calculating. And follow the gaming channel. We have a gaming channel because, of course, I have a gaming channel. I'm on YouTube. What else could I possibly have? Games are Basterd. That's where I put the recordings of the VOD after shows when they happen. So link down below, or just search for it on YouTube. It's the same username as James R. Basterd. Just swap the J for a G, and you got it. And yeah. There you go, Space Island, the full song from My Singing Monsters. It's just so charming, dude. I still haven't played the game, but yeah, potato, tomato. Anyway, that was the wrong expression. Anyway, there you go, Space Island. Good stuff, man. Really, really good stuff. But yeah, let's